Om Sri Lakshmi Narsimhaya Namaha. Amritanada Upanishad. 1. The wise, having studied the Shastras and reflected on them again and again, and having come to know Brahman, should abandon them all like a firebrand. 2 and 3. Having ascended the car of Om with Vishnu, the higher self, as a charioteer, one wishing to go to the seat of Brahmaloka intent on the worship of Rudra should go in the chariot so long as he can go. Then, abandoning the car, he reaches the place of the Lord of the car. 4. Having given up Matra, Linga and Pada, he attains the subtle Pada, seat or word, without vowels or constants by means of the letter without the swara, assent. 5. That is called Prayahara, when one merely thinks of 5 objects of sense, such as sound, etc., as also the very unsteady mind as the reins of Atman. 6th. Pratyahara, subjugation of the senses, dhyana, contemplation, pranayama, control of breath, dharana, concentration. Tarka and samadhi are said to be the 6 parts of yoga. Just as the impurities of mountain minerals are burnt by the blower, so the stains committed by the organs are burnt by checking prana. 8. Through pranayamas should be burnt the stains, through dharanas the sins, through pratyahara the bad associations, and through dhyana the godless qualities. Number 9. Having destroyed the sins, one should think of ruchika, the shining. 10. Ruchira, cessation, expiration and inspiration. These 3 are pranayama of rechaka, puraka and kumbhaka. Expiration, inspiration and cessation of breath. 11. That is called 1. Pranayama. When one repeats with a prolonged or elongated breath 3 times the Gayatri with its Vyanatis and Pranava before it, along with the Shiras, the head, joining after it. 12. Raising up the Vayu from the Akasha region, that is the heart, and making the body void of Vayu, and emptying and uniting the soul to the state of void is called Richaka, expiration. 13. That is called Puraka, inspiration, when one takes in Vayu as a man would take water into his mouth through the lotus stalk. 14. That is called Kumbhaka, cessation of breath, when there is no expiration or inspiration and the body is motionless, remaining still in one state. 15. Then he sees forms like the blind, hears sounds like the deaf, and sees the body like wood. That is the characteristic of one that has attained much quiescence. 16. That is called dharana, when the wise man regards the mind of sankalpa and merging sankalpa into Atman, contemplates upon his Atman alone. 17. That is called taraka, when one makes inference which does not conflict with the Vedas. That is called samadhi, in which one attains it, thinking all equal. 18 to 20. Seating himself on the ground on a seat of kusha grass, which is pleasant and devoid of all evils, having protected himself mentally from all evil influences, uttering Ratha Mandala, assuming either Padma, Swastika or Bhadra postures or any other which can be practiced easily, facing the north and closing the nostril with the thumb, one should inspire through the other nostril and retain breath inside and preserve the Agni, fire. Then he should think of the sound Om alone. 21. Om, the one letter is Brahman. Om should not be breathed out. Through this divine mantra Om, it should be done many times to rid himself of impurities. 22. Then, as said before, the mantra knowing wise should regularly meditate, beginning with the navel upwards in the gross, the primary or less gross and subtle states. 23. The greatly wise should give up all sightseeing across, up or down, and should practice yoga always being motionless and without tremor. 24. The union as stated done by remaining without tremor in a hollow stalk, that is Shushmana, alone is dharana. The yoga with the ordained duration of 12 mantras is called dharana. 25. That which never decays in akshara, om, which is without ghosha. The third, fourth, and fifth letters from K, constants, ovals, palatal, guttural, nasal, letter R, and sibilants. 26. Prana travels through or goes by that path through which this akshara om goes. Therefore, it should be practiced daily in order to pass along that course. 27. It is through the opening or hole of the heart, through the opening of vayu, probably navel, through the opening of the head, and through the opening of moksha. They call it bila, cave, shirasa, hole, and mandala, wheel. 28. Then, about the obstacles of yoga, a yogin should always fear anger, laziness, too much sleep or waking, and too much food or fasting. 29. If the above rule be well and strictly practiced each day, spiritual wisdom will arise of itself in 3 months without doubt. 30. In 4 months he sees the devas. In 5th month he knows or becomes brahmanishta. And truly in 6 months he attains kaivalya at will. There is no doubt. 31. That which is of the earth is of 5 mantras, or it takes 5 mantras to pronounce prativa pranava. That which of water is of 4 mantras, of Agni 3 mantras, of Vayu 2, 32, and of Akasha 1. But he should think of that which is with no mantras. Having united Atman with Manas, one should contemplate upon Atman by means of Atman. 33. Prana is 30 digits long. Such is the position of range of pranas. That is called prana, which is the seat of external pranas. 34. The breaths by day and night are numbered as 1, 13, 180 or 21,600 onwards. 35. Of the pranas, the first, that is prana, is pervading the heart. Apana, the anus. Samana, the navel. Udana, the throat. 36. And Vyana, all the parts of the body. Then come the color of the 5 pranas in order. Prana is said to be of the color of blood red gem or coral. Apana, which is in the middle of the color of Indragopa, an insect of white or red color. 38. Samana is between the color of pure milk and crystal, or oily and shining. Between both prana and apana, Udana is apandara, pale white, and Vyana resembles the color of arches or ray of light. 39. That man is never reborn, wherever he may die, whose breath goes out of the head after piercing through this mandala of the pineal gland. That man is never reborn. Om, may he protect us both together. May he nourish us both together. May we work conjointly with great energy. May our study be vigorous and effective. May we not mutually dispute, or may we not hate any. Om, let there be peace in me. Let there be peace in my environment. Let there be peace in the forces that act on me. Here ends Amritanada Upanishad, belonging to the Krishna Yajurveda. Om Sri Krishnarpanamastu.